stay social distancing and providing your facial covering over your mouth and nose. My name is Meg. I'm at the front right of the theater. I'm going to go ahead and take some time to tell you a little bit about this habitat. Again, this is Ocean Voyager. This is one of the world's largest indoor aquatic habitats. It contains 6.3 million gallons of water. It's about the size of an American football field. So to put that into perspective, you are currently sitting or standing in one end zone, and about 100 yards in front of you is the end of the habitat. Now, one of my favorite things about this habitat is actually this window that you are looking at. This window is 2 feet thick, so that it can hold back all of that water. In addition to being 2 feet thick, it is made out of acrylic, and we use acrylic for a couple of reasons. First, acrylic is 17 times stronger than glass. Again, big, strong window for 6.3 million gallons. But it also doesn't distort any of our life collection. If you don't believe me, we do have a 2-foot thick cutout of the window up at the front right. What you can do is you can stand on one side, I'll stand on the other side, and we can look through at each other. You can tell me if I look the same size or not. What you'll find is that I do look the same size. So again, everything in here is as big or as small as it looks. So speaking of big things, let's talk about our whale sharks. We have 3 whale sharks here at Georgia Aquarium, 2 males and 1 female. They range in size from about 24 to 27 feet long. One of our whale sharks will be approaching the window here on the left side, at the left top corner. Once they get a little bit closer, I'll be able to tell you who they are and a little bit more about them. Alright, here comes one of our whale sharks again on the top left, swimming left to right. This is going to be Toroko. Toroko is our smallest whale shark, measuring at about 24 feet long. He has a speckled chin, and if you look kind of at his belly, you'll see 2 hot dog-like appendages. Those are called claspers, and those help to identify male versus female in sharks and rays. Again, Toroko is our smallest whale shark at about 24 feet long. The largest whale shark ever recorded was about 60 feet long. This window from right to left is about 60 feet long. So imagine a whale shark spanning the length of this entire window. Our whale sharks were acquired from a fisherman in Taiwan. They were about 10 to 13 feet long. They were going to be sold for their meat and for their fins, so instead of being sold for human consumption, we purchased them from that fisherman. With a generous donation from UPS, we were able to fly them here free of charge on their 747s. It was about a 30-hour flight, and they arrived here at around 5 p.m. or 4 p.m. on a Friday evening. If any of y'all have been to Atlanta on a Friday pre-COVID, you know what that traffic looks like, so we waited until a little bit later in the evening to bring them here to their forever home. Again, they were about 10 to 13 feet long and now have about doubled in size, ranging from 24 to 27 feet long. Y'all are actually here at a fun time. We are feeding our whale sharks, so our other 2 will be swimming right in front of us. They are gentle giants. They are the largest shark in the ocean. Whale describes how big they are. Shark is what they actually are. Despite having mouths that are almost 4 feet across, their throat is about the size of an American quarter. So when they swim into view, actually if you look kind of on the left side, halfway down the habitat, you will see Yushan, our other male whale shark. He is opening and closing his mouth. That is because we have staff up above that are pulling themselves up and down the habitat in boats while simultaneously dumping small food such as krill in front of their mouths. The whale shark will open its mouth, bringing in food and water. Water will exit the gills as food accumulates at the back of the throat. So again, if you look here at Yushan, there is a red bucket in front of him. He is opening and closing his mouth, bringing in that small food. The fish around him are just trying to get anything that might not go into his mouth for a nice little snack. And then coming up on the right side here, halfway down the habitat, this is going to be Alice, our only female. She is our largest whale shark, just over 26.5 feet long. She has a dark speckled belly. You can also see the bucket in front of her mouth and watch that food go into her mouth as she opens and closes it. As a friendly reminder for the safety of everyone here, please make sure you are trying your best to maintain that 6 feet of distance. And please make sure all facial coverings remain completely over both your mouth and your nose. In addition to our whale sharks, we do have some other gentle giants. Those are going to be our manta rays. Manta rays are different than stingrays, as you can see, just based off of their size. If you look at the front of any of our manta rays, you will see the presence of cephalic lobes. Those cephalic lobes, when unrolled, like blue here at the center of the habitat, are going to help filter food and water into their mouths. Again, they are filter feeders, just like our whale sharks. Blue here is easy to identify based off those 2 black dots on his belly. He is our only male manta ray. When those cephalic lobes are rolled up, they do kind of look like horns, which give manta rays the nickname of devil rays. Manta rays can grow to be about 30 feet from wingtip to wingtip. So imagine one of our manta rays with the wingspan of one of our whale sharks. Another fan favorite here at Georgia Aquarium is going to be Tank, our green sea turtle. He is currently laying down on the ground on the right side of the habitat next to his enrichment. Tank is one of the oldest animals at the aquarium, somewhere between 35 and 40 years old. He met the wrong end of the shark and was deemed unreleasable. He gets his greenish yellow coloring from his vegetarian diet, which is a lot of lettuce. Tank weighs around 450 pounds. Now, when you leave here today, there will not be a 2-foot thick window between you and our oceans. Ways that you can help our oceans are by saying no to single-use plastics. Say no to that straw at a drive-thru or restaurant. Take your own bags to the grocery store. Use reusable Ziplocs. These are all ways that I myself have started making small changes to help our oceans, and it's been a lot easier than I thought it would be. So if you have any questions about that, or about this exhibit, or about the aquarium in general, again, my name is Meg. I am at the front right of the theater, and we'll be happy to chat with you. If Tank decides to swim along, or I see my favorite animal in the aquarium, who's one of our manta rays, I'll be sure to get back on the microphone and point that out. But before I get off, I'll give one more friendly reminder to please make sure you are maintaining that 6 feet of distance. And please make sure all facial coverings remain completely over your mouth and your nose. Thank you so much for visiting us here at Georgia Aquarium, and I hope you have a fantastic day.